Shabbat Shalom. This is the third week in the Hebrew month of Kislev. Kislev is the month that contains my children's favorite holiday. That would be the holiday of Hanukkah, coming up on the 25th of Kislev. So we're coming up on Hanukkah, and my children are already telling me everything that they want, just so you know. I absolutely tell them that, and they assure me that they will give me a list. Each of us comes into the sanctuary with a different need. Some of us come to commemorate a yahrzeit. Others come to enjoy the camaraderie of friends, the warmth of community. Whatever our reason for being here, let us take a moment to breathe in the peace and the joy of Shabbat. Let us breathe deeply and clear our minds as we make space for this holy and sacred time. We begin our service with the singing of a nigun, which is a song that has no words. It is my pleasure at this time to invite forward to sanctify our Shabbat candles, Janice Abelman.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. We continue in our Sidurim, in our prayer book, with the singing of Hinei Ma Tov, which can be found on page 10. We continue with Chatzi Kaddish, which can be found in our prayer book on page 26. We continue on page 28 with Baruch Hu. Will the congregation please rise? Please be seated. We continue on page 30 with Ma'ariv Aravim. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim, b'chochma poteach she'arim, uvidvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umisader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem b'rakia kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzivaot shemo, el chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. We continue on the bottom of page 32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We continue with the watchword of our faith, with the Shema, which can be found on page 34. The Shema asks us to hear that God is one. And then on a quieter note, we confirm that call and response with the blessing that God's majesty be forever and ever. And so at this time, if you are able to do so, we ask that you please rise for the Shema on page 34 and 35. Please be seated. Let's join together with V'ahavta on page 36. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh Asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevavecha vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam bishivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha vaderech uvshochbecha uvkumecha Ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. Liman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, lehiot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. We continue on the bottom of page 39. Let's read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare, may earth reveal. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue. When the nations will be one, then shall we rejoice, singing on the shores of the sea. We continue on the top of page 43. Let's read together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We continue on page 44 with the singing of Vishamru. We come now to our congregational tefillah, which can be found in our prayer book on page 46. Will the congregation please rise? Hallelujah, Selah. Please be seated. Let's continue on page 55. In the middle of the page, let's read each paragraph responsively. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency, make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Deny us the false Shabbat. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. We continue on page 58. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, leolam va'ed. Tzor chayinu magen yishenu atahu ledor vador, nodeh lecha unasaper tehilatecha, al chayinu misarim biadecha, v'al nishmotenu hapkudat lach, v'al nisecha shebechol yom imanu, v'al niflotecha v'tovotecha shebechol eit, erev avoker v'tzohoraim, ha-ha-ha-tov, ki lo chalu rachamecha, v'hamerachem, ki lo tamu chasadecha, ki me'olam, ki me'olam, ki vinu lach, ki me'olam, ki me'olam, ki vinu lach. For all these things, O Sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. We continue on page 60 with the singing of Shalom Rav, followed by silent meditation. We come now to Seder Kriyat Torah, the service for the reading of the Torah, which can be found in our Sidurim and our prayer book on page 244. We continue on page 247. In this scroll is the secret of our people's life from Sinai until now. Its teaching is love and justice, goodness and hope. Freedom is its gift to all who treasure it. Gadlu Adonai iti, un romama shemo yachdav. Exalt Adonai with me. Let us extol God's name together. Please be seated. Our Torah portion for this Shabbat is Vayishlach. And Vayishlach begins with Jacob and his family returning from Laban's house after 21 years of service. He's returning to the land of Canaan, only to find his brother Esau heading toward him with 400 men apparently ready for battle. And after preparing his family for war and praying for help, Jacob attempts to appease his brother by sending some lavish gifts of many animals. You can follow along with our commentary, with our Torah portion in the Etz Chaim commentaries, those large maroon books found between your seats. We will be reading on page 199. I will be starting with chapter 32, verse 10, page 199 of the maroon books that open in the different direction. Just so you know. Yes, page 199, chapter 32, verse 10. Ta'amod Esther bat Moshe v'rochalea la'aliyah ha'torah. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Yaakov Elohei Avi Avraham Ve'Elohei Avi Yitzchak Adonai Ha'omer Elai Shuv La'artzecha Umi Moladetecha Ve'itiva Imcha Ketonti Mikol Hasidim Umikol Ha'emet Asher Asita Et Avdecha Ki B'mokolei Avarti Et HaYarden Hazeh Ve'ata Hayiti Lashuv Machanot Vatzileni na miyad achi, miyad Esav, ki yarei anochi oto, pen yavo, veheveni am el banim, va'ata amarta hetiv etiv, imcha, v'shamti et zaracha, kachol hayam, asher lo yisaper meirav.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. At this time, in our worship service, our thoughts turn to those of our community and families who are ill and in need of healing. We think this evening of Aaron Alcock, Norm Block, Helen Dashnaw, Jill Levant, John Wilkerson, Don Marks, Scott Burstein, Melissa Mandrew, Joy Collins, Kara Schlau, Neil Summers, and Stacy Stoutenberg. We also pray for those who suffer, whom we know not by name. Misha Berach Avotenu, Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov, v'imotenu, Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, hu yivarech v'yirapeh et kol cholei Yisrael, v'yishlach lahem b'imheira, refuah shlema, refuah nefesh, refuah guf, v'nomar. Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal all who are stricken. May the Holy One of Praise mercifully restore them to health and to vigor. May God grant them health of body, health of spirit, and of mind. And let us say, Amen. Ya'amod Yitzchak Elkanan ben Natan el Umin Yahagba Ta'amod Kelabat Reuven Golelet. Will the congregation please rise? Please be seated. It is my pleasure to invite to the Bema at this time to lead us in the prayer for our country and the prayer for the state of Israel, Daniel Silverstein and Marcy Siegel. You can find the prayer for the state of Israel on page 259 at the bottom of the page.
O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Help us to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we serve you. Bless our country that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. We praise you, O God, the source of peace. Amen.
We continue on page 256 as we rise to return the Torah to the Ark. Yahalalu et Shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted. God's majesty is above the earth and heaven, and God is the strength of our people, making God's faithful ones, Israel, a people close to the eternal. Hallelujah. So tonight, yes, hello, yeah, tonight, good, tonight. I wanted to try something a little different. It's December, it's Kislev, Hanukkah's coming. So I was going to ask for us to take those Etz Chaim commentaries, the maroon books, out from between our seats and go back to page 199. Let's study a little Torah, just for fun, because when we find something fun to study, it's always fun to study. So the part that I read was the part where Jacob is on his way back to the land of Canaan, to the land of Israel, to confront his brother, to meet his brother, and he does not know what he's going to meet. And after this experience, he's going to separate his family. He has 2 wives, really 4, because they each have a handmaiden, and between them let's just say Jacob was very busy. He had 12 sons and 1 daughter. You can do the math. It doesn't divide evenly into 4, but that's okay. That he doesn't know what he's going to meet with his brother. So the text says that he prays to God, saying, "Rescue me, please, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him." Does everybody see that in Genesis 32:12? Okay, now, the rabbis always say that there's no mistakes in Torah. It could very easily have said, "Rescue me or save me from the hand of my brother," or "Rescue me from the hand of Esau." But why does it say, "The hand of my brother from the hand of Esau"? Now, we know Jacob does not have any other brother except for Esau. They're twins. No other brother. We know this because the Torah tells us. So why does it double? Anyone want to take a crack at it? There's no wrong answer, by the way. You get to make anything up. Yes, Dan. Momentary stutter, right? That could be. Yeah. All right. What else? What do you have?
Well, I'm not sure, but my brain just went to his relationship with his brother, with Esau, was not always the same. I'm going back to their childhood and to the stealing of the birthright. There's all kinds, and then him getting angry and running away. So he doesn't know which Esau, the one that he probably played with a little bit when they were younger, or the one that got so angry at him and the birthright and the running away because he was afraid he was going to get killed.
All right, I'll take that. So Marcy tells us, like the rabbis do, that on one hand, Jacob's afraid of getting killed by his brother because that was basically the last thing he heard Esau say to him 20 years earlier was, "I'm going to kill you." So he says, "God, please don't let Esau kill me." But the second prayer is from the hand of my brother, meaning Jacob was also frightened that Esau was going to get along with him and then want to hang out with him and stay there in Canaan with him. Fascinating, right? Like, be careful what you wish for. Because if Esau, it's like, "Hey, bro, haven't seen you in 20 years, let's go have a brew," that might not be a good thing either. Why not? They were very different people. And we know from Torah that the birthright went through Jacob. And if Esau was going to stay and play well in the sandbox with Jacob again, well, the rabbis were afraid that Jacob and his family might pick up some bad habits from Esau. Because Esau wasn't following Torah. He wasn't following good ways, if you will. In fact, Esau, according to the rabbis, was very materialistic. Okay, I mean, it's not the worst thing. I led this service with the beginning of how materialistic my sons are in their wanting of Hanukkah presents. But a good parent will raise their child to understand that it's not about the material, that this world is not about getting. It could be about giving, but it's also about the temporality of our lives here on earth. And we know this because later on, Jacob is going to build a sukkah for his animals, and he's going to name the place Sukkot, after a temporary dwelling, because Jacob gets that we are only here for a little while, and that's why we have to get busy healing the world, not getting material things like Esau was trying to do, but rather getting busy with repairing our past, repairing our world, and repairing relationships with one another. And so, that is what we take from this week's Torah portion, to remember to get busy, because we don't know how much time we have left, and so we have to appreciate every moment. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Jacob Cinnamon Murphy, and I'm representing the Board of Directors tonight. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our congregants and guests who joined us tonight. Tonight is just a reminder announcement. This Wednesday at 12 p.m., everyone is invited to this month's Lunch and Learn program. They will be viewing the film Doing Jewish, A Story from Ghana. The story is about a tiny community in rural Ghana that discovers that the religion they have been practicing for centuries is Judaism. Order a lox and bagel lunch or bring your own. Movie will start at 12:30. For more information, contact Mark Turner. And please don't forget to RSVP to our Hanukkah dinner on December 27th. Details are in your leaflet. I want to thank Greg Zellman and our choir for tonight's music, and Janice Abelman for ushering. Tonight's Oneg is sponsored by the Ritual and Religious Committee. Next Friday night, we will have 2 Shabbat services. The 6:45 p.m. service will be tot-friendly and led by Rabbi Camel. He will be getting us ready for Hanukkah with songs and stories. Our traditional Shabbat service will begin at 8:15 p.m., led by Rabbi Koznowski. We will be honoring Mike Marion for all his years of service to the congregation as he gets ready to retire next month. Shabbat Shalom.
As we prepare to begin our concluding prayers, it is my pleasure to invite to the Bema to open our ark Pat Gibbs and Ann Stewart. We continue with Aleinu, which can be found in our prayer book on page 282 at the bottom of the page. Will the congregation please rise? Please be seated. We continue in our prayer book on the top of page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding. Loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Let's read together. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom, and of peace. We continue on page 291. There are stars up above, so far away. We only see their light long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth and whose yahrzeit we commemorate this Shabbat. We recall with love Morris Mechanic, Robert Appel, Barbara Baruch, Mathieu DiMarteau, Lillian Schultzman, Samuel Schultzman, Harry Winkleman, Pauline Drapek, George Moquin, Irene Siegel, Rosalie Blonder, Elliot Fidlow, Jack Hawthorne, Eli Mark, Rosalind Barkun, Morris Cherney, David Pollier, Hattie Rosen, James Sawyer, Edith Simpson, Richard Freed, Alana Ratner, Greg Benario, David Silverstein, and Norman Silverstein. We also mourn the recent passing of Michael Swibel, cousin of Jack Rabins, and Janet Petrick, sister of Pat Gibbs. If there's anyone else at our congregation tonight who's commemorating a yahrzeit or who has somebody whose name they would care to say aloud, please feel free to do so as my hand passes over the congregation. Our griefs and sympathies are mingled as together we recite Kadisha Tom, the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 294. Will the congregation please rise? Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei uvyomei uvchayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalal uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha barichu. Le'elam minkol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Our closing song this evening, Ein Keloheinu, can be found on page 322. O God, may our lives be ripe with the fruit of compassion, sweetly sustaining those in need. May we use our gifts wisely and with love, and be true messengers of blessing to all the world. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.